What's up everybody, Scratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. In this video we're gonna have with us Chosen and Coldbrew guys. We're gonna talk about the current state of the game. We're gonna talk about the clan versus clan system, why it cannot be anything competitive in this game. We're gonna talk about what's next in Raid. We're gonna talk about why Arena is so busted, either if you're in Platinum, in Bronze, in Silver. Where are the problems? And of course, you heard me talking about the new way of boosting in Platinum Arena, basically illegal cheats called reverse boosting. We're gonna cover everything in this video, guys, so hope you are gonna enjoy it. Right, guys, so we're here with Coldbrew and Chosen. How are you guys doing?
What's going on? Happy to be here. It's been a long time. I haven't seen you guys in years.
I know. Light years. What's up, Coldbrew? How are you doing?
What's going on? I try to copy him.
That's right.
I'm good, guys. I'm good. Always happy to talk with you.
Lovely. So, guys, we have the book versus book war starting tomorrow. We're going to talk a bit about that. We're going to talk generally about competitiveness in Raid Shadow Legends. Why is it not worth it? How is Arena working at the current state that it is? How is clan versus clan working? And probably a lot of other shenanigans. Because why not? That's why we're here, right? To entertain you. But starting about book versus book wars, guys, is starting in 16 hours from the time we're recording it, so it's gonna be probably started by the time you're gonna see this video. But they haven't changed much about it, guys. We haven't got any information that they changed anything at all. They want to test more and more and more to see how many books are people willing to invest in there. What do you guys think about that part?
I was shocked. Like when I went to record my last video, I was like, did I miss something? Like, did they change the point structure for clan versus clan and I missed it? I'm like looking through our different Discord channels and I'm like, I had to have missed them addressing like the points abuse shenanigans, but I missed it. So you guys could tell me if they did address it or not, but I haven't seen it. So I was hoping they would cap like the books, or at least make it diminishing returns. Like, hey, after 50,000 points, it's worth half as much. Like I was hoping we would get some sort of change, but I'm missing that. So unfortunately, it's going to be the same shenanigans. And I kind of warned people in my video, hey, I'm not even recommending people go down that path. It is what it is.
Pretty much, yeah. What about you, Coldbrew? What are you thinking about it?
Yeah, I also did like just record a video for my free-to-play account. I went over what the clan v clan is, and since everybody's gonna have it now on their screens and being able to compete with other clans in their different tiers, and I was going over the points and I was like, oh, they didn't change anything. I don't remember every single one of them, but specifically the books, they didn't change anything, which is the one that I remember, like the big points from there. And well, I guess they want to see the analytics from all the players in the game, and then they'll decide again, similar to what they're going to do with Doom Tower. So I guess they want to see another better run. Maybe.
Yeah, basically they want to take everybody's books, not just the ones that they were in the beta. But that being said, they changed the points for the clan boss chest. So I've seen that from some data mined info. They changed the points for the clan boss chest, so I think they give around half. Ultra Nightmare chest was giving 2,000 points, I think, something like that. They knocked it down to 1,000 now. So that's the whole change I've seen.
That's the last thing anybody would complain about.
Exactly.
Because everybody pretty much would have the same rewards. Like from the top clans, maybe like the difference would be, you know, the top clan goes for all the clan bosses when the clan v clan is on. But how many points is that? Maybe 100, 200 for each player?
Yeah, pretty much is meaningless, honestly. But the way it looks, guys, it kind of feels like it's no competitiveness at all. Because, okay, they did not intended this to be, but it's easy to manipulate the system, right? It's the same like boosting in Arena. We're going to talk about that in a second as well, because that's one of the main subjects we're going to talk today about. But just looking at the clan leaderboards, for example, you've seen everybody ranks up however they want, basically to pick their opponents, right? So last time, I know Gods and Legends, Immortal Elite, their friends all going together. So what they said, you guys drop one rank, let us rank with those enemies, let us fight them. This time around, everybody's doing different moves. So it's pretty much, are we fighting those ones? We're gonna skip these ones, those ones, let's do rank, go to the next rank, move over to those enemies, etc. So it's a busted system in this way as well. They might be coming in trading wins, which I'm not going to judge anyone for doing it. Honestly, everyone's up to your own opinion, is not considered cheating for doing it, because nothing in this game is actually considered cheating by the looks of it. But if people, they will reach that step just because the whales are too heavy to compete with, and they might trade wins, I don't know what to say. I don't know how they can stop that, for example. What do you guys think about that part?
The matchmaker should have a range. So it shouldn't be 1 versus 2, 3 versus 4, 5 versus 6. It should have a range. It should have a little bit of leeway in there so that the players can't just flat out pick their opponent. It should have like an MMR tier ranking system. Like anybody in the top 10 can go against each other, and then 11 through 20, 21 through 30, or something like that. Maybe not that like nailed down in specific numbers, but just having it flat out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's going to make it too easy to manipulate. So unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be broken for a little bit until they can finally get enough input to implement and change this stuff.
Yeah, so from what we understood, it's going to be the first time based like on kind of ranking system. Then from here on, after the first CVC, is going to be based on how well each clan did, and they're going to be matched something like that.
That would be better. That would be better. Go ahead, Coldbrew.
So let's say you lose two clan v clans in a row, you'll get with somebody else that lost two clan v clans.
Basically, what I understood is like, let's just say I'm ranking against the number 4 this time around, or 3, whatever we have available on the menu there. But if we beat them, let's just say we're gonna make overall in total 7 or 8 million points. They're gonna make 5 million points. And enemy teams, they're gonna get in our range of points. That's what I understood so far. I'm not 100% sure if that's like the main thing, the way they're gonna try to look for opponents. That's gonna be the system or no. But basically, they're gonna give me around opponent that did around 7 million points as well. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if they won or lost. I think they might take both in consideration. I'm not sure, but I think it's gonna be regarding the points, how well they've done. That's what I understood from all the info they gave us so far.
Yep, that's probably how it's going to go, from what I've heard as well.
Yeah, it makes some sense, but I bet there's ways to improve that also.
Oh, for sure, easily.
So what are the games you guys played before? Like, where they were a bit competitive, like they got a good grasp of that atmosphere to call the game competitive. Like, this game is clearly not gonna become competitive like ever, no matter how much they're gonna try. It's just because there's so many different way of obstructing the justice, to say like this. There's so many ways to go around it, especially with everything that happens in Arena as well at the moment. But what's your experience like seeing the game in a competitiveness atmosphere, to say like this?
I'm from StarCraft mainly, was my competitive background, and StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. StarCraft 1 was more kind of underground leagues where you had organizations that were running ladders. And then you could kind of pick your opponents, because what you would do back then on BattleNet, there'd be like a channel in the league, and then you would go in there and say, hey, 1 versus 1 for league. And then people would say, okay, I'll play you. And then they would call it dodging. You would pick the easiest opponent. You'd be like, I don't want to play him. He's pretty good. Yeah, let's play. Let's go. And they called it dodging. Like, they would call you a dodger if you only played people like worse than you. But then in StarCraft 2, it was all ran by Blizzard, and you would just click play, and it would match you up versus somebody with your MMR matchmaking rating, and then you would kind of climb up the ladder if you win, and you would drop down the ladder if you lose. So there wasn't the problems that you have in Raid. Like if I had a teammate and I click play and I get matched against my teammate, it was, hey, best man win. Like there was no like, oh, let's team up and let's only face these people. Like no, it was random. So if I faced my friend, we had to battle it out or lose our points. So that's the background I come from, and I loved how that worked in StarCraft. But in Raid, it's completely different. But I'll let Coldbrew or whatever talk about your perspective in competitive gaming.
Yeah, well, I didn't really do competitive gaming too much on the PC like you, like on StarCraft, but I did play another mobile game before this, which was like a turn-based kind of system with speed. Speed was the most important thing on PvP, so I played Star Wars: The Galaxy of Heroes. There, the PvP system was, for clan versus clan, guilds versus guilds, was like nothing compared to what Raid has. I mean, it wasn't in terms of spending. It was all about your strategy with your clan. your teams that you were going to use. We had whole Discord servers. We would talk about tactics, going on defense, going on offense. I mean, I really hope that Raid one day goes with that kind of route. And I think I might send them like a big message or something just to explain them what Star Wars had compared to what Raid has or tries to do now with the Clan v Clan. But the way that it was set out was basically you would be split between different tiers like we are right now. And you would be going against somebody random in that tier. And it was based on your player power. So if a guild, a clan with very high player power, they would fight another very high player power clan. And they would fight it out in 2 days. And the winner would be, of course, the one that got the most amount of points. And that's how it was. But the system was very good in terms of calculating points. You could have ties. It was live. The same thing that this Clan v Clan is live in a sense because you see the enemy's points. But it was
it's a live running total. It's not a live competition.
Yeah, or live running total. But yeah, I mean, if we ever want to have something really competitive, it should be revolved around using your champions and not about farming and grinding, which is the more boring aspect of this game, which takes the most amount of time.
Spending books.
Yeah.
having fun by doing it like that, right? So
how about you, Scratch? You didn't tell us. What's your story? What's your
my
competitive?
Story? Oh, I've played.
What's your game that you played?
All sort of games, honestly, including PC games, shooting games, pretty competitive and stuff like that. I play Destiny. I play Fortnite as well. I've been pretty good as well, doing all sort of trick shots, flip shots, whatever you guys want to do. But I'm playing this game. I'm trying to enjoy it, have fun, the way we can with it, the way the game is. But it feels like recently, so for whoever is new towards the game or doesn't really know much about the boosting system, guys. So before in Arena we had a boosting system. The way it worked, for example, I used to put my own defense. A lot of you guys, 10, 20, 5, 3 of you used to attack me and deliberately lose fights every single time. So I'm gaining a lot of points and basically climb at the top of Platinum Arena and earn my trophy. Like probably 80% of the trophies you see in Platinum Arena, they've all been won like this, more or less, because they fixed boosting like a while ago, right? Like how many? 5-6 months ago maximum? Maybe not that much. 6 months I think is a long time to say.
Fix boosting?
Yeah, fix. Well, they fixed the old boosting, but now we're getting into the part of reverse boosting. So I don't want to be too toxic towards it. It's just that is raining the fun in the game, man. Like I've been playing the game for a while. I'm end game player. There are a lot of end game players out there. They're trying to have fun in the game, but because of the greed of some individuals in the game, right? Because they really want to win themselves, it got to the part where it becomes like a reverse boosting. So basically, it happens in the next way. You have the football league, right? You take in Ronaldinho, you take in Messi, you take in all the football players that can pose a threat for your team, right? And you throw them in one team, and then you send them to play out with 5 years old football and come back glorious. What a huge victory they've got today. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the same situation that's happening right here in this game now. So there are a few clans. I'm not gonna throw them out there. You guys are gonna see them in Arena, but that's what they're doing, reversed boosting. So basically they got all the players that they can pose a threat towards them in the hope that they're gonna get an easy win and come and show off how strong they are afterwards by winning against people that just don't have the resources, they don't have the champions, they don't have the knowledge and power to fight them. So basically, if I withdraw my guys out of Platinum Arena, it's gonna be nobody to fight with, So it's just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna win today because nobody attacked me. Oof, what a great victory I got. So that's what's happening in Platinum Arena. That's my experience as a endgame player in Raid Shadow Legends. So it's no more competitiveness because it's getting killed. And it's happening the same with the clan versus clan as well. When you're getting all the big whales in the same clan, more or less for the rest of them, it becomes kind of hard to play against it, you know what I mean? And we had the clan hoppers when they're all again in the same clan. Like we had loads of clans clan hopping. So a lot of them, they're stacked on rare books, epic books, legendary books as well. So it's not a lot of competitiveness, and probably won't be anytime soon, as long as they're not making blind arenas or any sort of things like that, like literally to don't be able to see the opponents and stuff like that, you know.
You're right. I'm actually not as opposed to that. I think that's just kind of the marketplace setting itself. I mean, players are going to want to be in the best team they can.
Yeah,
and
that's normal, of course. Yeah.
So I think it's Plarium's fault. I don't think it's the players' fault. Like the players are going to want to have the best team they can and the best clan. So it all comes down to the matchmakers to be random. Like just in platinum. Like keep bronze, silver, gold all the same. In platinum, you should click find opponent, and it should give you a defense you have to go against, and you've got 1 minute to pick what 4 champions you want to use. Boom, done.
Exactly.
Like, then you fix all these issues, because they can team up with the 300 best players in the world, and guess what? They're going to have to fight each other, just like they would if they were on a clan with each other. And then the marketplace would reset, and it would set itself, it would disperse, and everything would make sense. So it's very fixable. And that would drive more competition and make these whales spend more money. So it'd be a win for Plarium as well. So, but you're right. In the current system, that the way that the game is set up, yeah, just have a team of 300 and oppress all possible competition, and then collect your resources.
More or less, you don't really need 300, honestly, because the level Platinum Arena plays, like top 20, top 30 is like a different level compared to the rest of Platinum Arena. So you basically just gotta pinch the most of those 30 people in that side, because then it's literally nobody to contest against you. So basically, like me going out playing with a 5-year-old something and just be like, oh my god, I just won against it, I feel so good, you know, like I got that trophy, mom, get the camera. It's basically something like that. But of course, it's not the player's fault, how you said. Don't hate the player, hate the game, you know, because we're not the ones making the rules, basically. So is all the system being so flawed? That's the main idea of the video, right? Is not to throw out anyone under the bus here, but the system is very flawed in this department as well, you know. And it gets hard for them as well. Like, let me just, I have Boomer here, right? He's in that clan as well. I just want to show, like, it's hard for him to find opponents, for example, you know. So he's not gonna sue me, guys, right? Me and Boomer, we actually chat and stuff. So I have the right to use his footage here just to show you guys what I'm talking about. So it becomes very hard for them as well to find opponents, because that's the way it works, reverse boosting. We're not attacking each other, basically. So I'm not attacking him because he's my clanmate. He's not attacking me. And like this will keep going on and on, right? So it becomes hard for them as players as well to find opponents. What do we have here?
Yeah, I bet it sucks for them as well. It is how it is, and if they try to do something with it, it would be some kind of blind system, like Chosen said. And the easiest way to do this, they don't even need to change too much about the whole thing. It's just when you're in Platinum and you refresh, you just have a question mark on the portrait. You don't see the clan or the name, and that's it. You can see the champions. I mean, I don't think anybody would remember what kind of defense we have as a clan or whatever. I like
that. That's good too. That would be great. Yeah, that would be great.
Like the easiest way they could fix it, right?
I think
without you know, just going into the whole way that
do you think players could find a way? Like they would all list their defenses.
I think so. I think that would be the next. But then is the moment where you gotta hate the player, not the game, because the game is trying, you know. So
because if they go that way, if the Plarium goes that way, then the players, let's say everybody, you know, places their arena defense differently, and everybody tries to you know, remember each other's defense. It's gonna be too much work for just let it be competitive. I think it would reach a point, just let it be competitive and just prove to your clanmates that you're better, or they'll prove that they're better than you. So exactly. I think if we reach that point, it would be the healthiest for the game.
Of course, the people will spend more money like that as well, right? Like they all will wanna improve rather than can I be your human shield this time around? You know, like you wanna be my human shield while you distract the enemies. Maybe I'm gonna sneak past and get a first place. Because that's kind of the way it works with all this reverse boosting as well, you know. And people fall for it. People, they want to be, how you said, in the best team. Is completely natural, like in every other game. It's just a general thing to happen, you know. But what do you guys think about the normal arena now? Talking about Platinum, is busted. It will stay busted like forever. because you know that's kind of what I play. I can't really comment on silver and the rest because I'm not there, so I can't really say much. But you have free-to-play account, so you have more experience there.
Yeah. Well, I do have a free-to-play account. I was in Gold 4, like I want to say 2 months ago, and then I dropped. I was fine with dropping out of Gold 4. I was in Gold 3, beginning of Gold 3, and I was okay. I can farm this at a good win ratio, about 75%. That's what I had. And the past 3 or 4 weeks, I'm about 50% win ratio and dropping every single week with the resets. I'm currently in Gold 1, and it's not like I don't have a speed tune team. I have a speed tune team. Have a good high tune, like 289 speed. It's just that the teams I'm fighting, it's all arbiters, it's the warlords in their CFs, and I don't know where they come, where they're coming from, where the easier teams are, because my account is only about 700,000 power. So they must have changed something with the matchmaking and me finding much harder teams.
It might be.
Yeah, I did the free to play account, but not as long as Coldbrew has, and yeah, it's really hard to progress your Great Hall, and like you said, you have a 290 speed, and you can't go first in Gold 1. What would it take, do you think, in the different tiers of Gold to like have 75-80% win rate on a go first team? Like Gold 1 would be what, like
speed wise, you mean?
Yeah, Gold 1 like 295, Gold 2 like 305.
Yeah, it's not that I don't go first. Is that even if I go first, I don't have the power to go through the teams because they might have shields. I don't have a shield.
They got like Chris.
I've got a defense down, but that's it. And my burst champion is about 180 critical damage. I know I should get that higher if I want to compete, but I mean, I was fine in Gold 3. I would be happy with Gold 3 with that kind of set. You know, a speed tune team. I have a lockdown with Umbral, so my other heroes can go at whatever speed they have, and it worked just fine in Gold 3. It's just that it doesn't work as much anymore because of how defensive some of the teams are. And I try to skip them, but it's like I'm fighting one team and then I have to wait for a refresh. Then fighting one team, have to wait for a refresh. It's not the way that this game should be played.
I think I haven't done like a low tier arena takeover in a while. Like it's been probably half a year. But last time when I've done those, man, I remember I had the same issue. I was not able to break the enemy team. Like I felt like I built the champions right, crit damage, crit rate, attack, but they were literally barely scratching them. While the enemy team was literally obliterating me with the first hit from the arbiter or something like that. And I was like, what? Did that thing just happen, you know? It was crazy, actually, yeah. And I bet it's still the same, probably.
Arena takeovers are very, very hard because it's like, do you have the champions? Do you have the gear? Yes, no, okay. Like back when we first started, you would go against people that had no idea what they were doing. But now there's thousands of videos and hundreds of content creators, and everybody kind of gets the point once they're in at least silver for sure. So it's a lot harder to kind of there's less wiggle room for like winning based on knowledge. It's like you got to have the champs in the gear or you're gonna struggle.
Pretty much,
yeah, exactly. It's like a video that I was watching comparing like Olympic Games, like the very first Olympic Games that had video recording in them, doing some kind of gymnastics. The guy would just jump and he got the gold medal. He did like a very simple jump and a turn and stuff like that, and he got a gold medal. And now they show what it needs to be done to get the gold medal, and it's 1,000 times more difficult. It's the same kind of concept here. We already established a base, okay? For clan boss, there's the unkillable. Do that, you're ultra nightmare immediately. So there's no thinking of different teams through the unkillable. There's so many unkillable teams. Then arena, okay, build, speed tune them, have a defense down, have a strip champion that can strip it. Maybe if you've got a lockdown champion, there's stuff that you can do with that. There's videos out there on that. Go find that, and then suddenly everybody's competing with speed tune teams, and they, it makes it way more difficult.
Definitely, yeah. And it feels like all these new sort of tools coming out, like fix your speed, like tune your champions, and all the rest of things. I feel like a lot of people are actually using them, more people than we actually think that they are, And it makes it harder for other people that they don't know about them to go against them, and they're like easy victims of the system, to say like this. They're getting wrecked instant, you know, because of all that, especially in the low tiers as well. Because I see sometimes in Discord just like people, oh, I gotta speed tool my team, and he's like, just started like 5 days ago, and I'm like, why you want a speed tool, man? You have nothing there, you know.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have your defense break go first, and then your Kale. You know, you gotta get things in the right order.
Yeah, that was like the base nuking team when I started playing. Defense down, and go with your kill, and then maybe have something else for a clear up, or have somebody to boost the attack for kill. That was the very basic nuke team, but
yeah,
there was no
like
mention
of
nobody mentioned speed tuning or anything like that when I was doing that. Like, we were all about, okay, you have to go first, and then second, third. That was it. That was Arena.
Yeah, it was great. It was back when
Gold 4.
Yeah,
Gold 4 with that team. Yeah,
the early days of Raid were great. We were all so young and innocent.
I know, right? And then we only knew a couple of moves, same like the gymnastics. We need so much more, right? But anything else you guys want to add? Like, you would change anything to fix this, like, rather than we already talked about, or?
Oh, I mean, we could do a 5-hour video on things
I could list things until...
Yeah, that should be changed about the arena. There should be more fun events in the end game, like for gold and plat, like where you can, like this week you can only use the Talarians, like the subset of 4 factions, to shake up the meta for that week. Like, and I'm not talking like bronze and silver because they don't have the champions. I'm talking like the end, like gold, 4, and platinum. There should be more fun. They have an endless well of, I'm just like spitballing, I'm just throwing random stuff out. Like, it might not even be a good idea, but like there's hundreds of things they could do to spice it up instead of just, okay, we're gonna grind gold 4, 280 of the same fights this week. Like, they could spice it up so much more than they do, and they don't. That's my number one frustration. A short version of it anyway.
Definitely, to attract more people to do it, to give them a reason to do it rather than just the great haul. Like, it's literally, once you reach the end game, guys, I know a lot of you are not in end game. I'm not talking about the YouTube here with me, just the viewers, but it does look like it's a lot of stuff to do, but everything else becomes repetitive, boring. Doom Tower boring, Faction Wars boring, Clan Boss boring, because you've done so much already. So it's basically just left to do Arena. Now is the clan versus clan, but nobody really wants to throw money out for it because it's not really worth it. So it's basically left just with Arena. So if that thing dies as well as fun, is literally nothing left to do in the game when you end game. So that's what I feel like so many people are quitting the game, because that fun gets taken away from them, you know. So eventually it's nobody left in the end game, just new players coming in, which eventually will stop coming in as well. So they're gonna have to think of how to keep the retention, how to keep the people in the game, no?
Yeah, I was thinking about this lately with the clan v clan, because if we have it more frequently, it's just they are adding more stuff to the game, but they're not removing the grindy aspect of the game. So the time that it takes to farm, let's say 20 dungeon fights a day, they don't take it away in any kind of autocomplete system. That's gonna solve a lot of problems. That's gonna bring people back, I think. It's just if you make the grindy aspect of raid just a little bit easier, like find some way to make it easier so that you can still keep the teams that are farming, let's say Fire Knight in under a minute. Still have players look to get a team that does that, but also help players reduce the time that they spend, you know, doing that grindy aspect of the game, and then focus on PvP, clan v clan PvP when that comes, because that's coming surely in the future. We're gonna have a new clan boss in the future sometime. So they've got plans for the game, but I don't see them ever saying anything about the time management.
Yeah, nothing yet anyway. So I think we have like what, a couple of things left from that video that they showed us. Like we have the new
like mythical
25.
crafting. Well, yeah, we got that video.
What?
We also
You mean the roadmap or whatever?
Yeah, roadmap video. What's next in raid? Like we had a couple of things left because we got everything else from that video. No, we have the AI thing, like being able to select the AI.
The AI.
And we had the level 25 dungeons left. Nothing else, no?
The most recent video, yeah.
Oh, the most recent one. I was pulling up the old
roadmap.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that in the beginning when we started.
That's so off road, man. Like that's definitely not a roadmap, you know. Like
that was
mythical crafting.
Yeah, I'll walk through it. So the old roadmap was new artifacts, which was 6-star artifacts. Some of you may be new to the game, don't even know that it was only 5-star artifacts before. But yes, they added 6-star artifacts. Then
And
new
Dungeons
faction. Well, yeah.
Yeah, we had Dungeons 15 in the past.
Yeah, there was no Dungeon 20s. But when they released the roadmap, we already had Dungeon 20s. So it went from 6-star artifacts to new faction, which ended up being dwarves. Then desktop version, which ended up being Plarium and Play. Then Faction Wars, believe it or not, Faction Wars wasn't out yet, so they launched that. Glyphs was a feature of Faction Wars. And then Platinum tier, which they added that to the Classic Arena. And then Battle Pass, LOL. We had one and then never again. and then Void Tower, which ended up becoming the Doom Tower. And we still have that weird little thing on the far left of the dungeon map that looks like what the Void Tower looked like on the roadmap picture that we don't know what it's going to be. Then Tag Team Arena, which ended up being the 3v3 Tag Team Arena. Then another new faction, which ended up being the Shadowkin, which just got launched. The icon on the roadmap looked like a little dragon head or something. But then new clan boss, which was the Hydra, that we all speculate is supposed to come out at some point. And then the last thing was divine artifacts, which I don't think we've really gotten. We thought that was going to be like some of the divine sets that we don't have, like divine lifesteal, which we ended up kind of getting, but it's not the divine effect of the shield. But yeah, anyway, that was the old one. And then they had that new video where they teased a bunch of other stuff.
Pretty much, yeah, about that. But I feel like the clan boss, if it's coming out, the new clan boss is definitely going to be either the end of the year, either beginning of next year. I think that tower that's left on the side, like we're talking about just this one right here, guys, in the dungeons. If you go, this one here, we all speculated before that that's where we're going to find the so-called Void Tower, right? So from what we've seen and heard about so far, it's going to be something to actually make your champion stronger, if I'm correct. I might be wrong on it, but I think it's going to allow you to ascend your champion slightly different or some sort of things like that. So probably we're going to find about that thing in their next what's next in raid video. You know, I think that's when they're going to tease about that, honestly. I do appreciate you guys being here with us, talking a bit about the state of a raid and how we feel about it. If you guys want to say your goodbyes as well.
Sure, yeah. Always fun to touch base with you guys. So I know Scratch kind of put this one together. So thanks for getting us all on board, and thanks for stopping by, Cold Bond.
Yeah, great fun talking to you guys, and hope the game turns for the better with more updates in the future. We'll just have to see. Yeah.
Hopefully, guys. Peace out.